Well, it's been news for a wee while now. Bad news, most people would say, that the University of Otago and the Humanities department seem to be, well, parting ways. Well, not really. They're shutting down parts of the Humanities department. To be precise, let's get this right. Anthropology, archaeology, English, linguistics, history, languages and cultures, and some music departments seem to be closing at the university. There's a bit of an uproar about it. There was protests through the week. There was a petition handed over for this not to happen. And Lisa, you were a part of this department. You got your degree through there.
Department.
So maybe you've got some light to shed on what's going on with it.
I think it absolutely stinks, and why don't they shut down something that is completely useless, like tourism or economics or chemistry, although actually chemistry students are useful. But it's all got to do with how you value those subjects, doesn't it?
Well, hasn't it got to do with how the students value them? Because surely, I mean, I don't want to oversimplify it, but if you've got a business, not to sound like a right-winger, but if you've got a business and there's not enough customers, the business typically shuts down. If you've got a course without enough students, then that, I mean, surely the number one course in the university is not linguistics, which has been shut down. It's surely one that's struggling with not enough students.
But there's always fashions in what's popular. You know, for a while, you couldn't move at university for commerce students and you'd be falling over them. You know, there's always fads and wanes in what people want to do. What you need to have is every subject available, or you're not an actual university.
Well, is it that they're shutting those down? Because surely, I mean, one of the lists I read out was music departments. Surely music's not going from the university. Surely what's happening is some parts of music, probably determination by the number of students, is being cut back.
Minimise its scope, and it's a little death for any department. So I think it's really sad, and people should fight this.
So do we look at the university as more of a service, i.e. even if there aren't enough students, we still need to have the courses, or do we look at a university that needs to pay for itself, i.e. if there aren't enough students, that course needs to disappear?
Well, any university, and ours especially, is a business boon to the city that it's in, but it's also a cultural good. So those things are very important, and they're the reason why universities exist. Otherwise, you'd be a politic.